randoms. Now you guys know, country has done this giant shift. We're going in a completely different direction, and I'm here for it. And I know a lot of you guys are too. And the DEI thing is kind of controversial. I believe in equality, but not at the cost of efficiency. Patrick Beck David, if you're not familiar, love this podcast. These guys are great. We're going to go ahead and listen to some of what he's got to say, and I'm going to give you my commentary on it. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Trump bans, let me just go through a series of these fairly quickly. He bans pride and BLM flags at U.S. buildings. Boom. That's number one. Number two, he takes the DEI concept, obliterates the DEI with scathing order, placing thousands to leave without any hesitation. Okay.
So now the pride flag thing, right? You have pride in something, it should be for an accomplishment. Having pride in something that you've done. If your entire existence, identity, just is latched a hold of your sexuality or things that are far beyond your control, like I don't understand where the pride comes with that. Hey, you know what I mean? Without trying to be controversial, it's not something I see that is that merits pride. And the flag thing, sure, for your own private use, not when it comes to government buildings and pushing ideas and ideologies on other people. That's not cool. Now, we live in a country, and it's a free country. You can stay, you can go. It's all up to you. But while you're here, the people that live here have pride in that country, and we represent. So there's gonna be flags that are a part of that. But that's not pushing something on someone. That is the idea of what we are. So not everyone agrees with all these other, you know, subsidiaries. So, I kind of agree with the idea of taking that down. So, yeah.
And there's a clip on this, Rob, if you got it, on the DEI.
Yeah, this is just a clip from the inauguration, if you wanted it, where he promises to remove DEI.
It's okay. So Trump issues a sweeping executive order dismantling diversity, equity programs and federal programs, mandating all DEI employees to place on paid leave by 5 p.m. Wednesday and ordering the closure of DEI office. The administration described DEI programs as dangerous, demeaning, and immoral race and sex-based preferences and undermine our national unity. Trump's order stated hardworking Americans should not be stigmatized, demeaned, or shut out of opportunities because of their race or sex. Executive order reverse a DEI.
Exactly. Equality means that everyone gets a shot. Doesn't mean you get more of a shot because of what you look like. That goes against the whole principle of equality. So if you're telling someone, hey, you look a certain way, so we're going to go in a different direction with someone who's less qualified because they look different than you. Because we're tired of having the person that looks like you around. That's bad. I mean, that by definition is the worst thing to do.
Focused directive enacted by Joe Biden on his first day in office, which Trump criticized for embedding radical practices with every agency. The order also required agencies to report efforts to disguise DEI initiatives with coded or imprecise language, and warned employees failing to report such actions to of adverse consequence. Trump argued these programs created a coercive, identity-based spoils the system. It was one after another after another. He announced purge of over 1,000 Biden appointees. You're fired. Then hiring blitz on day one, hiring record-breaking 1,300 staff on day one. This is all Trump doing it. He's only been in office for, by the way, Trump's already negotiated and done more in his first 24, 48 hours than Biden did in 4 years. Think about it.
Biden didn't do anything. Biden was just a centerpiece. He was just a mantle head. He was there. Basically, he was a DEI hire, just an old man. There were other people in the background. Everyone knows this. This isn't new information for people. But yeah, Trump's getting it done.
He's already negotiated on behalf of his voters more in the first 48, 72 hours than Biden did in the first 4 years of being in office. When you see this stuff right now, Tom, how do you process all this information with what he's doing with DEI, firing, hiring? How do you process it?
Well, DEI is being respelled DIE, and it is.
Yeah, it's dying, and it should have never been brought to life. It's a problem, and don't just take my word for it. Look it up. There's so many companies that are backing out of it now, and I can tell you why. The people that they're hiring, look, I don't care what you look like. You have the qualifications. Go get the job. You'll get the job. That's the way America works. If you don't have the qualifications, don't be yelling discrimination when you don't get the job, when you don't have the qualifications.
Is dying in corporate boardrooms. It is dying in admissions of colleges. It is dying when, while Biden was president, the Department of Justice actually went after Yale admissions, right? And what's going on there? And by the way, and God bless the Asian parents that took up the mantle, because if it was white parents, that DOJ never would have done that. And so I think what you're seeing here is an unwinding of what was a bad idea. It was discriminatory. It was expensive. It was punitive. It was not American, where everyone has opportunity. And it's getting unwound. And God bless President Trump. He's now unwinding it from the top. But the ice was melting and it was unwinding. And so many companies that are saying, you know what, this didn't work. You're not going to see a rainbow on our logo, but we will have gay people work here. We will have straight people work here. We will have people of all backgrounds. We are an equal opportunity employer, and we will defend everyone's right to work here. But you know what? The programs that do these things artificially, we're done. We're done.
Exactly. I mean, this is common sense, and for the last 4 years, we have not had common sense, and there's been so many examples.
With that. And guess what? Now it's coming to the pen of the president, because where was it dying? It was dying with voters speaking out against companies. It was dying when voters were pushing it on college campuses to get things pulled back. And then he said, I hear you. It's a campaign promise. And he walked in the door and said, where's my pen?
And by the way, while this is going on, Rob, can you pull up the clip? Because common sense is making a comeback worldwide. And in Canada, Pierre, who was running against Justin, he is being interviewed. Not this one, Rob. Pierre is being asked how many genders there are.
That's so good.
And the way he answers the question, if you just go on Twitter and type in Pierre genders, it'll come up. There you go. And any one of these, just play this clip. This is so interesting how he answers it. And the guy on the other side, he has no clue what to say. He's confused. Watch this, folks.
He flips it on him.
Stay on the job. President Trump signed an executive order, the U.S. government only recognizing two genders, male, female. They're unchangeable. If elected as prime minister, is that something that you're going to kind of walk in line with, or what are your feelings on that executive order?
Well, I don't know. Do you have any other genders that you'd like to name?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just asking more so if you're in line with what he is saying. Do you agree with what he's saying? Is that something that you would be lockstep with if elected as prime minister?
These mass media, these legacy media, these devils, they don't care about reality. They don't care about you. They don't care about anything but their bottom line. They don't care anything about America. They care about the agenda. And the agenda seems to be something evil. And I can't quite place my finger on it, but it's terrible. These people are terrible.
Minister.
Well, I'm not aware of any other genders than men and women. I mean, if you have any other that you want me to consider, you're welcome to tell me right now.
Well, there's personally, I am a man. I am a as
Okay.
people say cis man.
Good.
There are people there who they say they're
Me too.
gender
I'm a man
neutral.
as well.
You are a man.
So
yes. There are people there who say they're gender neutral. Yeah, they say they're gender neutral. They're a trans person. Is that something that you would recognize here, whereas in the States, at least with their U.S. government, the way they're seeing it, there's only two.
He's just trying to do his job.
But he deserves every single part of
I'm
this.
only aware of two, but I mean, if you come up with another list, then you're welcome to do that. But I'm aware of two, and as far as I'm concerned, we should have a government that just minds its own damn business and leaves people alone.
There you go.
That is the best thing I've heard someone in official capacity say ever. That is, mind your own business. Mind your business. Like, you are trying to make your business everyone's business. That is the problem. Keep it to yourself. No one needs to know what you do. You want to be flamboyant? Fine. Find your circle. Go do that. It's not everyone's cup of tea.
Boom.
It's
That guy, that interviewer, deserves every single second of that weird, awkward moment of Pierre Polivier. Instead of saying, "Oh yeah, here's my thoughts." "Oh no, I only know two. What do you know?" And he's like, giggity. One time but here's a guy, and here's my speculation. I think that guy's just a dude. He's just a dude that wants to become a journalist. He's probably married, has kids. Who knows what his story is? But now he has to identify as a cis man. Someone said, "Hey, are you a man? Are you a dude? Are you a cis man?" Have you ever heard this terminology ever before in my life? I'm in an Uber driver the other day, and this guy's a dude. I'm talking a man's man. And you see on the car, he goes by he, him. I go, "Hey, man, let me ask you something." I'm like, "Do you get offended easily?" He's like, "Nah, bro, what's up?" I go, "I noticed that on your Uber profile, you're a he, him." He's like, "Yeah, man, look, when you set up the profile, they just kind of make you put that in there. I didn't know. I just put it in there." I was like, "So in any other elements of your life, do you identify as he, him?" He's like, "Honestly, bro, like, I don't even know what the hell that is, dog. But like, I guess I'm a he, him. I'm a cis man." So like, it's those guys who are like, "Bro, I'm just trying to do my freaking job." But now Uber or whoever it is, Lyft, whatever it is, journalists, yeah, but I'm a cis man. I'm a he, him. The beautiful thing is now that Trump is here and Justin Trudeau is out.
I'm gonna end with this. He, him, they, their, ZZ, whatever the hell you. Look, like I said, you have a circle. Your little circle of friends. Everyone has a little circle of friends. You might be into Dungeons and Dragons. You might be into race cars. You might be into video gaming. You have your own terminologies for things. You come up with different names for each other. It's all the same. But for some reason, they latched a hold of this idea that everyone has to participate in their little fantasy world, and we're done with it. He, him, her, them, they, we are all done. Thanks for watching. Comment, and I don't comment whatever you want. You can tell me whatever you want. You hate me, you love me, you don't like me, you like me, you think nothing of me. But like, share it. And till the next one, stay safe, guys. Love y'all.